Let's talk about high-speed rail. There's a big debate in America whether or not it is worth the money. The estimates are for about a cost of $24 million per mile. But guess what? Rails can change countries. Christian Wolmar is the author of Blood, Iron, and Gold: How Railways Changed the World. Christian, welcome to the program. Listen, a lot of our viewers know that I'm a supporter, just as a taxpayer and as a citizen, a high-speed rail. Many people disagree, fair enough. But there is no doubt that in the history of America, the history of Europe, rails have played a major role. Is there still a role to play in America for high-speed rail?
Well, absolutely. I mean, America was created by the railroads. Your country would not exist in the way that it does. It linked California with New York and created the United States that we know. And of course, there's a fantastic role. Now, I don't think there's a role in taking a train between New York and San Francisco, but there's plenty of cities that could be linked by high-speed rail. I mean, let's just start in California. A high-speed system between San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco, possibly Sacramento. That would be very heavily used. It would be the spine of California. It would take vast numbers of people out of their aeroplanes onto environmentally more favorable trains.
Well, let's break that down, because I think that's America's problem. We look at Americans' only, domestic rail service passenger is Amtrak, which by all accounts is a failure, correct? Amtrak is a failure.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Amtrak is not what we would call a proper rail service. Most of it is really running one train a day or maybe two trains a day. It's pork barrel politics just to satisfy local Congress people. I mean, that's not what rail is about. Rail is about high frequency, preferably high speed, attracting lots of people onto using it. And there's plenty of city pairs that could be linked by high-speed rail in America.
Yeah, well, you can't blame people for being skeptical when the only example we have is indeed Amtrak. Answer this quickly. Can high-speed rail make money? We spend the money, but make it back.
Absolutely. I mean, it's difficult if you have to pay the full cost of the investment. But hey, America subsidized, the federal government subsidized your interstate system. There's no reason why it shouldn't subsidize a rail system. But after that, in terms of operations, it can be very profitable indeed. And of course, the old railroad companies were profitable. And even today, you have very profitable freight companies.
We had a couple billionaires or, super millionaires back in the late 1800s that were rail guys. Christian Wolmar, I look forward to reading your book. Thanks very much for joining us. We'll bring you back on again.
Thank you.
All right. Well, from high-speed rail to health care, and hope you are saving lots of money for retirement, because the health care bill alone might, put it this way, there are 6 digits before the decimal on average. We're up with that story next.